There are certain things that once you see them, no one has to tell you that God is avenging. I say this because, believe it or not, on the day that Albert Ojwang's body was to be laid to rest, the locals collected the body and carried it all the way to Mawego police station, where Albert was initially booked before being transferred to Nairobi to be killed, and they burnt it. Here's the aftermath of the fire. You can even see a police officer here trying to douse the fire, but to no avail. And here they are returning the body to finally rest.
Hiyo ni muongo.
Hiyo ni muongo.
Hata hakuna mtu ameenda police station. Hiyo kiberiti ndio ilijipeleka police station ikajiwasha. Venye Ojwang alijigongesha kwa stand. Sisi hatujaenda
police station.
Police station imejiwasha yenyewe.
Power. Lazima watu uwe bwana. Watatuua. Sisi hatukwenda huko. Kiberiti yenyewe ilijipeleka kule.
Kiberiti imejipeleka station.
Now in this video I want us to look into why Albert Ojwang has revolutionized the Kenyan landscape, and with no further ado, let's get after it. Number 1, moving forward, the police have tarnished their reputation. No one will ever believe them if they arrest a Kenyan and he or she dies in their custody, because Kenyans now know how things operate. If there is a senior cop who has a bone to pick with you, they'll organize Muhwana 2.0 to open the cell for goons to enter and defile or clobber you. This is something that Kenyans are just now realizing that it happens. People never knew that you can be arrested, put in a prison cell, na watu wanaletwa kukudefile, the way it happened to Boniface in Tanzania. Even in Kenya, I bet it happens. We saw it in Mombasa when there's a blogger who insulted Abdul Swamad. He was defiled in broad daylight and they released the footage. They told him ukiongea tuta release video, and he talked, so they released the video. The same fellows were nabbed, and I hear they're out of prison today. They're not serving any time whatsoever. Moving forward, Kenyans wako rada, hii tabia itakuwa inaenda tu hivyo. Anybody who is booked and dies in a police station, OCS ndani, mwenye kitabu ya OB ndani, mwenye akona kifunguo ya hiyo cell ndani. That will be the new trend. Number 2, thanks to Albert Ojwang, for the next 1.5 years, illegal orders in police precincts will drastically drop, especially those pertaining to murders and so on. Now the reason I say 1.5 years is because of our forgetful nature. Kuna mtu tu mjinga hapo kwa police force atafanywa OCS long after Taalam is forgotten and behind bars, na atakuwa ashasahau the repercussions of operating outside the constitution. So we'll be back here again, but for 1.5 years I expect sensible officers to style up and learn a lesson from Taalam, Muhwana and so on. Anywho, let's see what Kenyans on X have to say about the torching of Mawego police station, and I quote, Akoth Nyakwar Abeli said, Gachagua must be arrested. Bringing goons to Homa Bay to destabilize blood-based government is treason. Where is Murkomen'S? Oh wow. Murkomen'S. Has he issued another shoot to kill order in Homa Bay? Big John said, Murkomen'S taking notes for his next nonsense utterance. And there's a kid who's been attached there, scribbling notes furiously. Jurassic said, government officials have promised investigations, which in Kenyan terms means let's wait until people forget. In the meantime, the political temperatures continue to rise, hotter than Mawego police station's roof apparently. Brian Odor said, any person who goes to a police station is to be shot dead immediately. That's a quote from Kipchumba Murkomen, who he goes on to call the most incompetent CS since independence. Duke of Kakamega said government should rebuild Mawego police station and rename it Albert Ojwang police station as a stark reminder to all police stations of the responsibility they carry over those they arrest and book in custody. Njui said hawa wakikuyu wamezidi. This is just feeding into the Murkomen narrative that anything that goes wrong is a Kikuyu. So hata hii ukilaumu wa Kikuyu, so be it. Mr. Isla said, I can't wait for Murkomen to make another reckless statement. And finally, Abel Muhatia said, just the other day on June 25th, the governors from this part of Kenya were writing letters thanking their people for maintaining peace while others were demonstrating for justice. Can we see those letters now, thanking them for burning the station? And finally, we can end this segment with a video from Professor Ward Kano. Roll the tape.
Yani villagers wa Mawego iko Homa Bay County. Huko ndio kwa kina Albert Ojwang, yule mwenye alimalizwa akiwa cell. Amjui jokes na amchukuli mambo ya serikali serious. Yani mshachoma police station ya Mawego police station mmeichoma. Amuogopi mkono ya serikali refu? Ama mmechoka? You are tired. Eje kweli we are tired. No threats. No threats or warning from anyone in this country. Itatuliza ile hasira watu wako nayo. So to Mawego residents, Mawego villagers, Mawego Polytechnic students, ero uru kamano, asanteni. You've done wonderful. Malaika mbinguni sahi wamefurahi. Thank you very much. Nonsense.
But what say you guys? Do drop me your own comments in the comment section below and I'll do my best to read them and to give you a response. And with that, here's today's ad of the day. If you have an upcoming event, be it a wedding, a polite function, or even a birthday, make sure to reach out to Bouncers with Degrees. These guys are elite professionals that always deliver. In fact, let me just walk you through their catalog because it's quite extensive. So Bouncers with Degrees offer VVIP and VIP protection, escort protection. They can double up as bodyguards. They offer hotel and restaurant bouncers. They offer wedding and burial security. They offer public event security. They can even offer professional drivers if needed to pair up with the security. They offer private security, perhaps on your property or wherever it is you need them to be, they'll be there. They also offer gym instructors because the entire crew is fit. That's how you make the cut to join this team. Now, if you're in need of services from Bouncers with Degree, you can reach out to them at 0700-491-645 or 0711-206-324. Or if you're old school like myself and you prefer using emails, just so that you can have access to paper trail, you can reach out to them at bouncerwithdegree@gmail.com. Now, if you're here for the first time, please go on and hit the subscribe button. And if you're watching for a different platform, just head on over to YouTube, search for David Wafula. Hit the subscribe button, you're going to be getting a ton of content of this nature. If politics is something you're passionate about, this is definitely the one channel that you really need to subscribe to. Alright guys, adios. Thank you for choosing David Wafula as your primary news platform. We put countless hours in research, recording, and editing. By showing up each and every day to watch our videos, you encourage us to generate more videos for the viewers. We are on a mission to inform, educate, and build a better tomorrow. To our thousands of followers in a world full of presidents, kings, and queens, you are the real gem. Adios.